All right, I'm going to do some type effects using the book Illustrator Type Magic. So what I'm going to do here is create this train track effect. So this is the first one. And this one involves adding multiple layers, and each layer is going to have a different stroke. So I'll start with a big sans serif font. And I'll increase the font size here. This is using Control-Shift, period. I like to say Control-Shift and the greater than symbol. And I'm going to pick, like I said, a big sans serif font. I like this bungee font. And I probably don't want something that's decorative like that one, maybe just the plain version, regular version. I don't want the inline version. I think that will be an issue. All right, so we're going to start with this. I'm going to scale it up a little bit. All right, I think that's a good size to start with. So first things first, I am going to, let's see, convert it to outline. So Control-Shift+O converts to outlines. And then I'm going to make the stroke black and the actual fill white. And I can do that quickly with Shift-X, hitting Shift-X. I'll give the stroke a color. And I'll make it a little bit thicker. So I'm increasing the stroke width. And next, I will use a dashed line option in the stroke palette. So I can access that a couple different ways. In properties, I can click on stroke.
Boys. Hi.
Stan, I'm doing this for my students. So I'm going to use a dashed line. So click on that dash effect. And for the options, I'm going to first enter 2 for the dash. So it's going to give it a narrow dash. And then I'll enter 4 for the gap. And that's by going into properties, clicking on stroke here. So I get something like that. So this is going to be the crossbar for the tracks, I guess. I don't know the proper way to describe all the parts of a train track, but that's what this is. So next, I'm going to take this. It's already selected. I'm going to hit Control-C and then Control-V. So I copied and pasted it on, actually, Control-F is what I want. So Control-C to copy and Control-F to paste on top. And then for this, I'm going to get rid of the stroke effect with the dash line. So this time I'm going to go into Windows and access the stroke palette here. So you can access your strokes, a couple different ways through the actual stroke palette. In properties, you can do it. That's another way to do it. You can click on this. In the control bar, it'll give you access as well. So there's like 3 different ways to access this stroke window. Here, when I go into the window menu item and pick stroke, it gives me this smaller window. So if I want to see all the options, I can click on the little hamburger menu, say, I got show options. So this time around, I'm going to make this 0, and I'm going to make the next one 0 for the dash and the gap. And then I'm going to reduce the weight and make it thinner. So now I get this kind of interesting effect. This is kind of the basis for the actual train tracks. And then last thing here in this step, I can fix a couple things. So you see how this is really pointy? Well, what you can do is you can click on corner, and let's see. You can fix this a couple different ways. Let's see here. This is happening with this original stroke layer. So let me select that. So here I changed the corner from a sharp corner to this rounded joint right here. You can also click on bevel as well, and that will fix that. Now I'm going to paste what I had before. I still don't like these kind of sharp areas here. So what I can do is go back to the original and maybe increase the gap. And let's see. You just see a couple different things. Actually, this is a better option. You go in the click on corner here, and then reduce your limit. This limit number will decrease the sharpness. And now I can go back and increase that gap, and then go back and click on, let's see. I still don't like that, how it's bunching up there. So let's just leave it for now. Maybe play with the settings a little bit. And, let's see. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like that. Paste that in front. So now I have this with Control F again, pasted that initial stroke. Now I'm going to paste it in front again, but this time I'm going to decrease the weight and make the stroke white. So double click on stroke here, and just make it white. Now I get that effect. So now I'm getting kind of what I want. So it's kind of an interesting effect, train track effect. The idea is you keep on selecting and copying. You know, you copy in front with Control F, and then you change your stroke settings to get all of these different variations. So that is the train track effect, which is kind of interesting. So that's all I'm going to show you for now. I'm going to quit out of this and then maybe show you another one. So thanks for watching.